You're quite a damn hand at this, aren't you? Practice.
Oh, don't you believe it? He only does it when there's an audience.
Hey, you?
Oh, he's not so keen in the middle of the night.
I wouldn't mind whenever it was. You seen him when you give him a little tittle, look at his little smile? Wait.
Oh, he's a corker, isn't he?
Seen his fists, eh? He's going to be a boxer then when he grows up, look.
Hey, never mind the boxing. What about rugby? Take him down a club when he's older.
No chance he's going to Anfield with me, aren't you, to see Kenny Dalglish and the boys? Kenny.
Anything I can do? Oh, no, you're all right. Is there anything there for me?
Are you still going back?
Yes. It could take 2 or 3 months before I get pregnant. Not that I had any trouble before.
Yeah, I don't know why I'm bothering, actually. The kind of thing I'm looking for is word of mouth.
So you're looking to be headhunted?
Sort of. I've had a couple of letters asking me to come in for an informal chat. We all know what that means.
If the face fits.
Just have to decide exactly what I want to do. How far I want to travel. In every sense of the word.
So things could be good.
Depends, doesn't it?
That's right. Hey, you ought to try this yourself, you know.
Oh, well, you never know.
Oh, what plans have you?
Well, I have it.
Oh, don't worry about it. I mean, she'll come round. Took me ages to persuade Sue to get married, but she's made up about it now.
Yeah, well, it's not quite the same, is it?
Perseverance. That's the trick. Hey, he's a natural, isn't he? I mean, if we want a childminder, we don't have to look far. We've got one.
How am I going to go back to the lads and tell them about this?
I'm sorry, Len. I did it in good faith.
They've used you and you know it.
It might not be as bad as you think. Like he said, there's natural wastage.
Whole department? You joking?
It's early days yet. They're only talking plans.
Haven't you learned anything?
Look, I know your lads can do a good job. If they're given a chance, I've told them that.
Oh, a lot of you staff was. They only hear what they want to hear. Why have they been running maintenance down all these months? If you ask me, this business has been on the cards for a long time. And you had to come along and help them.
I know. I've been conned.
Yeah, you can say that again. And don't kid yourself. It's all subcontracting these days just so as they can make a profit. And don't think it'll do your lads any good either.
Yeah. I wish I'd never sent that report in.
Of course, from your point of view, it'll be all right at first. Get a new firm in, cut costs. For a couple of weeks, everything will be hunky-dory. But after that, what? You'll be worse off than you were before. I mean, you've seen what's happened in hospitals when they've done this to the cleaning. Standards down the pan.
They're only talking about it, aren't they?
As soon as possible, they said.
Well, tighten up. Put some ideas forward.
Would they listen? Did they listen to you? They were looking for this. They've had all the plans made. They might as well have put an ad on telly about us. But that's what they generally do, isn't it, when they sell things off?
Sorry. I was just trying to help.
Well, you've not done us any favours.
Caroline's at the restaurant with Jess.
Again?
Yes, again. It's part of Dad's counterattack, making Jess believe his place is more a home than this.
I don't think it's just your dad's idea. Caroline's made her views pretty clear, too.
She's been brainwashed.
That's not fair. She made me realize what a big thing I was asking you to do.
You're not asking, I'm choosing.
You wouldn't be doing it if it wasn't for me.
There's lots of things I wouldn't be doing if it wasn't for you. I'd be living in the past rather than looking forward to the future.
I just wish it wasn't so difficult for you, that's all.
Stop worrying. We're going, and that's that.
I may be able to make it a bit easier for you.
Easy.
Give your father more time to get used to the idea of you going to America.
What do you mean?
Well, you know I said I had some loose ends to tie up at work. Well, some of them have turned out to be looser than I thought, so, I've put the trip off. I'm not going till after the new year.
There, now we won't be disturbed. I'm glad the officer in charge let us use this room. It's all right, I'm not going to bite you.
I was going to watch your video.
Oh, I'm sorry about that. But we need to make some decisions about your future.
I'm all right as I am.
Well, your father wants you back home. Is that what you want?
I want to live with Mrs. Collins. But my dad wouldn't like it.
Well, it might not be up to him. how long were things bad at home?
Since my mum went.
And that's when you started stealing.
I thought they'd take me away. I wanted them to take me away.
Because of Gary?
I don't want to get him into trouble. He didn't mean no harm.
He made you unhappy.
At first it was all right. Well, cuddling's all right, isn't it?
Of course it is. When Gary came round the other day to the Collinses, did anything happen?
Like that?
Yeah.
No, he was all right.
We'll have to be careful, you see. We have to know. That's why you mustn't invite him round.
I didn't.
Or let him invite himself round. Your meetings have to be supervised. Someone must always be there.
I forgot. I didn't know what was right.
But you knew what you wanted. And what you didn't. But you just couldn't say so.
Gary looked after me, you see.
And you wanted to please him.
Yeah.
And you felt you couldn't say no when he did things you didn't like.
No. But I didn't like it.
Oh, I know.
I thought it was my fault.
Well, it wasn't. You mustn't blame yourself.
I didn't want any bother. I just wanted everything to be all right.
I never said I was going. You should have asked.
Oh, come on, it's the same old crowd. I don't usually have to ask.
No, you just assume, don't you? Has it ever occurred to you that I find that rugby crowd boring?
Oh, you didn't always.
Yes, I did. I just didn't say so.
All right, then, so what's made you say it now?
Guess, Jonathan.
Last call for the good night kiss. He's lying there looking like butter would melt in his mouth.
Right, count me in.
Trouble is, he's wide awake. She'll probably be asleep before him.
I'm not going, John.
All right, then, I'll go by myself.
How am I going to get home?
Get a cab. No need to. Well, he's already got one.
I don't want to bother you, Terry.
Oh, it's not bother.
No, do, because I might be home late.
Fine. I'm sure you will be.
Well, you could always stay here tonight. I mean, the bed's still where it used to be.
I just might do that.
Suits me.
There you are.
Thanks.
All right now?
Yeah.
It's all right to say no to things, Louise.
I'm bad.
You're not.
I am. My dad said so. He put me away, didn't he?
Well, there were reasons, weren't there? You said so yourself. Anyway, when people are unhappy, they do bad things.
Do you think Mrs. Collins will have me if she knows what I've done?
Well, you have to ask her, won't you? It's all right to ask for things as well, you know.
My mum went away.
Mrs. Collins wouldn't do that.
Will they let me go there? Will me dad let me?
We'll do our best to see that they will, eh? But first, we have to make a court understand why you can't go back home.
You'll tell them about Gary.
That's right.
All they do to him.
Nothing. Except to make sure it doesn't happen again.
Are you sure?
Quite sure. If we can get you made a ward of court, then you can decide for yourself. You can be fostered. You can live at the Collinses. That's what you want, isn't it?
Yeah.
Now you behave yourself then. Don't do anything silly.
There's no hurry. Harvard will wait. They've told me to name my own time.
You have, so you should stick to it.
I've told you I need to sort things here.
You can't keep changing your mind.
I don't keep changing it. I've only changed it once. Anyway, I don't see it'll make any difference to you. You can still come at Easter.
We've got plans.
Oh, what's the hurry? If we wait, we can have Christmas in England. We have more time to get organised, and it gives you more time to make sure you're doing the right thing.
I know I'm doing the right thing.
So why all the fuss, then? Why all the worry? Take it easy. Give your father time to come round.
You know he won't.
You never know.
Alison!
Look, you're not going to forget your father just by crossing the Atlantic.
I've made my choice. Either way, I lose somebody.
I'm not saying it's not the right choice. Look, my parents didn't approve of me leaving Rob. They made me feel Hattie would never get over it, but I knew I had to do it. I had to believe I was doing the right thing, even though they didn't.
And that's what I'm doing.
No, it isn't. I did it on my own. I made my own decisions. I found myself a place to live. I found myself a job, but you're not doing that. You're just moving because I am.
I'm doing it because I want to be with you.
Yeah, I know that. I want that too, but I don't want you just to come because I'm giving you an easy way out.
It isn't easy.
Yeah, I know.
Hey, look, just stop having a go at me. Don't you see, that's what I keep trying to get away from. People tell me what to do, what to think. It's bad enough coming from my father and Caroline rather than you starting.
I don't want to upset
you. If you make a promise, you should keep it. If you say you're going, you should go.
Don't you understand? I'm scared about going.
Do you want to lift home, then?
Up to you.
Things all right, are they?
What do you think?
Oh, I thought everything would be all right once you got in that flat.
So did John. That's his answer for everything, isn't it? Buy something, move somewhere. You only take your troubles with you.
Yeah, but everybody has their ups and downs, don't they?
It's more than that. John just thinks he can buy anything he wants. And what I want isn't important.
I thought you wanted the flat.
It's more than just that. I want a bit of equality. I want him to see me as a person and not just somebody who makes him feel good. I suppose that's why I wouldn't go to the rugby club.
Is it me you should be saying this to?
You think I should talk to John, right?
Well, how else are you going to sort it? I mean, I know me and Sue have had our problems and that, like, well, you know about that. But we've talked them through. I mean, you have to be honest with each other, don't you?
It's not that easy.
We have to talk about things. If you really matter to each other, you'll survive.
I hope so.
I'll have it out with him, I would. Tell him how you feel. If he really loves you, he'll listen. If he really loves you, it'll be all right.
Yeah.
Coming up next, a VIP visit brings a touch of royal glamour to the wards of Jimmy's. After the break.